Hello, and welcome to a new video. Welcome to basically how do we call this? The start of the prep for the fall semester. This is going to be a kind of very teaching focused vlog, I think. There will still be some editing and some writing. I will work on those today. I will show you and discuss my progress with that, where we're at now, because editing is moving into a slightly different stage. So there will be some book and author related stuff, but also there's a lot of teaching work I have to do today. I can't put it off any longer. So for those who are new here just since this summer, you probably haven't seen me do a whole lot of teacher work, if any. I probably haven't even really mentioned it that much. When summer arrives, I just switch to full-time author mode. Like, that is the only thing I care about, and it's been really nice this summer being able to focus so much on my writing, on my editing and publishing, and on my coaching business and getting that developed and closer to being able to like actually launch it. Whereas August, this is why I'm having so many mixed emotions about it, as I've discussed in the previous vlogs. It's because now this whole other huge part of my life gets dropped back onto my schedule, and everything has to shuffle to accommodate it. And it's so funny how when that comes off my schedule in the spring, everything else just kind of kind of spills over to take that space. Like, I just spend so much more time on my writing and editing, and I spend more time on business development. I love those things, and I just have more time to rest. And that's the biggest challenge for the fall, is bringing this big part of my schedule back onto the schedule and making room for it, and still having time for the writing, for the coaching, for everything, without then jettisoning from my schedule sleeping enough, eating enough, working out, things like that. So yeah, it's always funny how easy it is to adjust when the summer arrives, and how challenging it is to adjust when the fall returns. So today I am trying to focus on all the things about fall that I love. I'm probably going to put on some autumnal vlogs from last year and things like that from some of my favorite creators, and just put myself in that fall mindset while I'm working on fall semester prep. I've got a long list of things to do today. I have tried to put time limits next to them to make it less daunting. I want to see where I am by like 3 o'clock, which is only in like about 3 hours, so I do need to get started. I've had a very slow morning, considering I wanted to have a slightly more ambitious work day on the prep stuff. The one thing I've got in my favor going into the fall semester is I'm teaching 5 sections of the same class, all business writing, which I've taught before in all of the formats. So I'm teaching it online and as a hybrid class. I've taught it in both those formats before during a fall semester. So I've got an old syllabus. I'm pretty sure I did both those formats last fall. So I'm just going to dig up 2 syllabi, one for each format from last fall, copy them, rename them, and then I just need to really change the first page, check the policies in the middle bit, and then revise the schedule at the end. So I think I can get it done, mostly done, in about 2 hours. So 2 to 3. So we'll see how far I get this afternoon. I also need to request my canvas shells, because those need to be worked on this week and kind of need to be finished by the end of this week. I'm only working part-time this week because technically my contract doesn't start until next week on the 16th, so I'm not technically on contract right now, but it's just the way things always work out. Our syllabi are due the week before the semester starts, which is on the 18th this semester. They're due this week. And then our canvas shells usually go live the weekend before a semester starts. So they'll probably go live Sunday night or Monday morning, 14th or the 15th. So I need to get those 2 things kind of up to the like first stage of minimal completion, and then I can continue working on them next week. Well, not the syllabus, that will be done, but like Canvas I can continue working on next week. They just need to have everything they need for those first couple days of the semester for the online class, and then I don't even start in the classroom until 2 weeks from tomorrow. So a little bit of work to do today. It's going to ease me in, and then I'll just do probably a few hours today and then a couple hours, or like 1 hour each day over the next several days. Before I do any of that, I need to go eat. I need to get some food and some coffee. I think I'm also going to take some time before I start working to set up my planner, because it's blank with just a bunch of random sticky notes to remind me of things. So I'm going to get that set up so I've got an actual task list that I'm working from today. Then we'll get to work on teaching stuff. Okay, checking in. I have printed my schedule. I have color-coded my schedule. I have added my schedule to my iCal on my work laptop, and it's on my iCal, right? Pretty sure I added it on my personal laptop a while ago. Yes, I did. So I still need to figure out my office hours and add those, both calendars, but that's part of doing my syllabus. I've had my first panic attack of the semester, so that was fun. It's 2:11, so that managed to like calm myself down and get back to work. Didn't let it fully take hold, really. I just kind of shoved it to the back of my head. I will panic more about it later. I'm not trying to be flippant. I'm just trying to survive, honestly. I thought I could at least get through this work without panicking, but I'm really not ready to be back on campus. I'm not ready to be back in the classroom. I'm just not ready for any of it. I don't want to go into details for what triggered the panic attack, but I also don't want to hide that, like, I know I'm not the only teacher dealing with this. I know there are a lot of us in this profession who now have anxiety and stress about our jobs that we didn't have before, on top of the stress that we already did have where our jobs were concerned. So if you are also getting ready to start a new semester and you are also feeling the panic attacks coming back, you are not alone. I will be fine. I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. I didn't expect all of this admin work to be like bringing up so much, but it is. And so yeah, I've had my first panic attack of this semester. Get to check that off, start a fall semester bingo card. So that's fun. So I think I'm going to, I've been burning my elderflower and bay leaf candle, but I think I'm ready for something just a little bit more autumnal, although I don't really have much other than my book candles. Maybe I'll go get one of my warm and cozy candles out of the laundry room where I've been storing them. I might do that. I might just need that little bit of extra festiveness. Autumn might not be enough. I'm going to set a timer, I think, for an hour and just see how far I can get on teaching work, on syllabus work in an hour, and we'll go from there. But yeah, just wanted to share that little update. Again, like, I'm not trying, I'm fine. I will be fine. I have kind of gotten used to the fact that I'm not used to things changing and don't handle it very well. So like, I'm rolling with the punches, at least as far as the panic attacks are concerned. Like, I just know that's gonna happen. So I'm fine. I promise. It's just frustrating and part of the reality, and something I don't want to hide from you guys, because I know that while I do have a lot of other writers following me, I also have a lot of teachers following me, and so I want to make sure that I'm not presenting a false picture of my journey back into the fall semester, because I know we are all struggling. No matter what grade we're teaching, what level we're teaching, what school we're teaching at, what subject we're teaching, teaching is a really hard profession to be in right now. There are other hard professions to be in right now. I'm not claiming it's the hardest. Not claiming it's the hardest. But it is a difficult profession to be in right now. And the last thing I want to do on this channel is make it seem like I am skipping merrily through this time of year with joy and excitement, because on the scale of joy and excitement versus anxiety and stress, yeah, the stress is kind of outweighing the joy. So I'm trying to focus on the joy, but it is definitely far outweighed. So it's a lot harder to focus on that. I'm gonna turn this space into something warm and cozy and inviting, and try to get some work done. Okay, so it is 4:23. I'm feeling a little bit calmer. The cozy environment is definitely helping. But yeah, I have gotten a lot of work done. The syllabi aren't done, but I am farther along than I thought I would be. I was gonna kind of focus on one and then do the other tomorrow if I had to, but I ended up kind of just going page by page with each, and so now they're both down to just the calendar, and all the dates have been corrected and adjusted. All the holidays are in the right place, so really all I have to do tomorrow, so I'm not gonna do it. I could finish it today, but I will just finish it tomorrow because I really want to do some book work today. All I have to do tomorrow is go through and rearrange the assignments and the deadlines for each assignment, and what the topic of each class for my hybrid classes, what the topic of each week for my online class, just make sure that all of those are correct for the new dates. Then I can just relax and get it submitted. As you saw earlier, I've done all of my course shells, so those are ready. I can open it. Looks like they've already been created as well. So those I can go ahead tomorrow, and maybe not tomorrow. I might wait until Wednesday. But what I need to do with those next is put the new syllabi up, so swap out the link to the syllabus for each of the classes. I need to update all of the deadlines in the assignments, which I've got to do that manually ×5, so that's a bit irritating. But I have tried updating it once in the developmental shell and then copy that. It still screws up the deadlines, so I just accept that I've got to do it manually ×5 each time. But that's really all that has to be done for Canvas. It's really just updating the deadlines and updating the syllabus. So I can probably get that done on Thursday or Friday of this week. I am now working on book stuff. So I need to pull up Independent Hearts 2. I need to go grab my iPad as well and change the theme back to Independent Hearts theme. And I need to put on, I've already watched Morgan Long's autumnal read with me video so many times in the last several days, but it really is helping to keep me calm, and it was something that I watched a lot while working on his projects. I'm probably going to switch back to that. I've already been watching her earlier today, the same video earlier today. I've just been putting it on repeat, but it works. It helps my brain, so I'm going to stick with that. So where are we at with Independent Hearts? Let me get my iPad. So if you watched the last vlog, the weekend vlog, you'll have seen that I finished my pre-line edit read through. I'm doing something a little bit different to how I've done it in the past. I normally don't read through it on my iPad as much as I've been doing with this book, but it has been helping me with the editing process. It has also been making me just enjoy the editing process a little bit, because I'm getting to read the book at a faster pace than when I'm reading through it slowly, like a couple chapters a day. So I've read through and marked up pages, as you can kind of see my little red squiggly marks. So now what I'm going to do is kind of go through chapter by chapter. I think my plan is to quickly go through making the edits that I marked on the draft, and then go back to the beginning of the chapter and read through it a little bit more slowly, because making the few changes I found won't take, that'll be pretty quick. We'll see. I might go back and forth. It'll probably depend on the chapter, but there weren't a lot. I was really happy as I was reading it. There were little things I was finding, but that like just streamlined certain sentences, or that I felt like, oh, that's a bit awkward, or things like that. Then there were all the copy edit, like the errors that I knew I was going to find. So I'm going to correct those as well after I finish the line edit, and after I get all the feedback from the betas, because I'm still waiting for their feedback, and I've made those changes. Then I'm going to renew my subscription to ProWriting Aid and run it through ProWriting Aid. So I'm saving that level of copy edit for later, but we're almost there. We're getting there. So I'm really hoping that in the next couple weeks, especially since I'm not yet working full time, like I'm really hoping I don't think I can get through the whole manuscript in 1 week. But I'm hoping by the end of next week I can get through all the edits I've found, and then hopefully by the 19th I'll be getting feedback back from the betas, and hopefully their feedback will be minimal. I know their feedback won't require massive rewrites, because the feedback from the alpha readers was so strong. And also, I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy. I loved it when I read through the alpha draft, and I've now essentially read through the beta draft as well with the pre-line edit read through, and I'm very happy with the story. So for me, it really is down to these just minor little tweaks here and there, and a couple things I want to just expand on and explain a little bit more. I do need to get out my project notebook, because there were a few things in here that I didn't address before sending it to the betas that I want to kind of be aware of as I'm reading through. Yeah, it's getting close. I'm definitely done with the big developmental edits. There's just a couple things I'm still kind of tweaking as far as like content. It's really coming along. So I'm gonna try, like I said, it's 4:30 and I still need to do my writing. So let's look at the task list. What is not gonna get done today? I've worked on the syllabus, so I can cross that off. I'm not going to get around to starting editing the vlog, so I'm just gonna migrate that. I will just edit the vlog tomorrow, and then even 15 minutes of cover sketching. I just don't think I have the time. I feel like I can work until about 6 o'clock, and then my brain is gonna be done. gonna migrate cover sketch work. So that means all that's really left. I didn't do anything with Instagram today, but that's fine. So edit and write. So I'm gonna edit for an hour, just the length of the video that I'm gonna switch to anyway. So when that video is done, I'm done editing wherever I'm at. And then I will write, and I'll probably write for about 30 to 40-ish minutes. Yeah, I'm just gonna see how far I can get. I'm kind of using today as a test to see how many chapters I can get through in an hour. I'm hoping I can at least do the prologue and chapter 1. If I can also do chapter 2, that would be amazing. And then hopefully tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday I can do more chapters, because once the syllabus is done, so I know I will have more time to work tomorrow, but I'm glad I took the time I took today to get that as far as I did, because it will mean it'll make tomorrow much less stressful. So that's the update. I need to stop procrastinating and I need to start editing. Oh shoot, I have not been paying attention to getting up and walking around. Okay, I just got an alert that I had a parcel delivered, so I'm gonna walk to my parcel locker, get a stand hour, get a few exercise minutes. I should put my hair up before I go out because it's gonna be hot. It feels nice and cozy in here, but it is actually 102 degrees outside. So I'm gonna go check my parcel locker, and then I'm gonna get back here and get writing. Okay, it's 6:30, a little bit after. The sun has set enough that I can open this blind up just a crack. I am so tired, but I've had a good writing session. I didn't get as much editing done as I would have liked. I only got through the prologue and the first chapter. So I got 2 chapters, well, 1 chapter plus the prologue done, and that went well. And then I switched over to writing and I managed to do 675 words. So I only needed 464 to stay on track. So I've done a little bit more than that, and I feel good about it. And I'm doing fine. My goal for the whole month is to get through chapter 21, and I'm already almost to the end of chapter 20, which I didn't need to be finishing chapter 20 until the end of this week. So I'm fine. I'm not worried. And I don't have to finish this book super early. I can take until September 30th because I'm not going to be ready to move on to editing this one until Independent Hearts is out anyway. So I'd kind of like to be done with the draft of this by September 30th so that October I can just take away. I can just not look at this at all for like a month while I finish putting out and publishing Independent Hearts 2. And then when that is finally out and published and live and off my plate, I can start editing this, hopefully start writing by then Across the Pond 4, and start outlining and playing with Independent Hearts 3. That's roughly where my head is. I think in November, because I would take all of October off of this project, but can still be outlining Across the Pond. And so I think outlining Across the Pond and publishing Independent Hearts 2 will keep me busy enough for October. And it would be nice to be able to take a whole month off from a project before I start editing it, because normally I feel like I have to rush into it, but I feel like I'm at a point in the schedule where I actually can take that time and it won't slow me down on when I want to publish this. And then November I will be focusing more on like I really want to like try to do NaNoWriMo like properly, like 50,000 words in 1 month while teaching and everything. So that'll be a lot, but I think if I'm also doing a little bit of outlining and a little bit of like slowly starting to edit, starting to do a developmental edit in this project in November, then in December when I'm on winter break from work, I can dive more into editing this. And I really don't, I don't really need to publish this book until summer of next year anyway. Like I'm fine if this comes out like May or June of 2023. So yeah, it makes sense in my head. Whether it all works out the way I envision it or not remains to be seen. Anyway, it's now 6:45. I need to go. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this first kind of teacher vlog, getting back to some of the teacher vlogs. During the school year, I do try to alternate between writer vlogs and teacher vlogs with slightly more emphasis on the writer vlogs. But yeah, it's been an up and down stressful day, but overall it's been a good day. I'm focusing on the positive and not on the panic attack earlier. It will all work out one way or another. I will be okay one way or another. I think part of it's just I need to just get used to the stress again and get back into some of my normal coping skills of just like not letting the stress get to me. So yeah, I just have to get used to that mindset again because it's just been so nice to not have to worry about it. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. That would be amazing. Share the video if you know someone who you think would enjoy it. And yeah, our question for the vlog. I'd love to know if this is back to school time for any of you, or any of you students, teachers, have kids who are students, have family who are teachers, or is this just a regular August for you and your job doesn't really change? But yeah, I'd love to know who else is kind of getting sucked back into back to school season. You can also feel free to leave me some school related emojis. Leave me an apple or something. Does anyone give their teachers apples anymore? I feel like that's a very like stereotypical thing that no one actually does. But you can leave me some apples for being a teacher if you like, as our emoji of the vlog. I'm gonna shut up and go relax, and I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!